Okay, this is first video on my channel. This will be what if Deku was Gravelord Nito. The way I'm gonna do this is Deku is gonna be able to transform between like a more base skinny skeleton look and full on Nito look. Like the skeleton on this table, that is pretty much exactly what it'll look like, but alive. Yeah, I would say that the school probably picked on him quite well. The school, Bakugo and bullies etc. would probably pick on him a lot since villain quirk and villain and villains and bleh, idiots. Am I the only one who absolutely despises Bakugo? Like, I absolutely hate him. Like, the ones, like, after he talked to All Might, I was like, okay, maybe he's a little chill. But, like, no, no, no. No. It's not my type of character. I absolutely hate those cocky characters in any anime. But yeah, what he would have to do to not get bullied after primary school, he would wear a cloak around him. Like, well, not a cloak, but like Quailana's. Not is it Quailana? It's Quailana, whatever. The set that Ceaseless Discharge is guarding, it would look like that basically, but without the gold in it, because he's not rich, because he's Deku. Technically, yeah. Well, it would pretty much be the same in smarts and home life, and nothing too crazy going on there. But one day going back quick way, then Sludge Villain appears. But funny thing is, you don't have anything to take over, like go into, so it would just be going into his mouth and then coming out of internet, then coming out of his like rib cage, like the slime just pops out of his rib cage and out of his abdomen like a zombie that's been ripped open and still walking. But cool looking, but it wasn't at the same time. All Might pops up, punches it to oblivion. Deku probably in this he doesn't hate All Might, but he don't like the system. He's one of those people like, I'll change the system by joining the system. I rise to the top and change the system. He thinks All Might's a decent hero, but he don't like praise like Canon Deku does. He is an Omega fanboy. Yeah, so basically Sludge Villain incident number 2 doesn't happen. And One for All don't happen, because I don't want to. Non-manga spoiler stuff wouldn't really help, and well, I'm not really going into manga stuff, and I'm only going to be going till Overhaul, because that's when I stopped watching the anime, because look, the anime is good. I like the anime. It's cool. It's nice. It's good. This is my opinion on Shigaraki, but I just think he was set up as this wimpy villain who could do nothing, but he was still one of the high ranked in air quotations, villains, because he could command an organization and stuff like that. But Shigaraki now is like, since All For One, I don't like All For One. All For One is like the mustache twirling villain in the corner. Oh, he's so evil. Oh, he can take over countries. Whoa! Look, fuck Aizen's better. Sorry. I haven't even watched Bleach. I think he was, Alpha 1 was cool, at the start, though. But, anyway, get back on track, because I never seem to get back on track. Yeah, he'll be going through, training. He'll be training. I think he would, maybe not go to Deku Beach. Maybe, actually. No. Why would you go to Deku Beach? Yeah. That makes, like, no sense, now that I think about it. Because he can't, like, command garbage, like, or do, like, Nito's strength isn't in his physical strength, mainly because he has no muscles. Like, there's nothing there. So what's to get stronger? All he has to do is drink milk. Just drinks milk and gets stronger. It's that One Piece logic. Just, like, grow a tooth back by eating milk. Oh my goodness. Drinking milk. Yeah, and now that I think about it, he couldn't even drink, could he? Just, like, bathing in milk. Ew. But, since he doesn't really have to sleep, eat, or anything, really, he just sort of trains all the time, because he is dedicated to change the system to where people like him who have mutation quirks that are... Oh, I just realised this is sort of like Splinter. I forgot his name. Lizard Dude. It's like Lizard Dude's new. Sorry. He would probably go to like a forest or something like that and practice on all trees, like going into his big farm and then like chopping trees down just with one swipe. But like there would be like that he would slice, and then they would go up, they would like bob up and then go down and sit there, which is actually very dangerous, because if anyone were to like touch it, it would just fall on, well, maybe not fall on them, but it would fall, and could fall on somebody. But because it's anime and it looks cool, he does that. I don't care about people's safety. I want to look cool. And he would probably, like, practice his, the gravelord spells and stuff like that. He can stick his sword in the dirt and poof, magic. Well, it's actually pretty good, because it's the blade looks to be like 5 times bigger, even though the Dark Souls fun fact, if you just crouch, if you just like two-hand your weapon and then block with it, since the hitbox isn't the entire blade, it just kind of goes through you. That's not how I'm going to be doing it, because that's dumb. I'm going to do it how sort of like, I was going to say sort of like how Aldrich does it in DS3, but he just puts it on an end of a staff and swings it about, but you know what I mean. And he can make the sword as big as he wants, basically. So basically, if he wanted to, like, split an aeroplane in half, he could. It's like, oh, that's someone nice. Shoot. Anyway. Oh my goodness. I don't really know. He would probably be testing out his disease, training his disease abilities and stuff like that, his pestilence, like, because, that's how we beat the dragons, with the diseases and toxicness. Now that I say it out loud, toxicness, sounds like some sort of, it sounds like you're being toxic, like a troll. I don't know why I explained that out loud. I think I just explain. I put head in mouth and blah, 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 everything just appears coming out of my mouth. Yeah, the entrance exam, stuff like that. He would probably tell Nito to shut up. Everyone would everyone would stare at him. But he still has a cloak on, which, yeah, it's strange, so people would be staring at him. But they're not staring in horror, they're staring in confusion. In a second, they'll be staring in horror, though. Well, what I'll say is we can stay on the table there in the picture. He can't use everything. He's pretty much a normal person, but in the robes, it doesn't fully cover his blade arm because for some reason it's not like a summon or a blade. It's just like sewn onto his arm. Well, not sewn, but it's like it's just his arm, the blade. It's not like you can summon it whenever. No, it's permanently there. Oh, it's on its right arm as well. If I was Nito, I'd be screwed because I'm right-handed. I guess I gotta learn to be left-handed. Saying that, he's probably got like a bajillion other hands in there. So, anyway, tangent aside, he would probably be absolutely destroying robots, even in his powered down state. He would be like slicing them up. Like, just slash. I don't know why I said that out loud. And then, like, falling to pieces, like, cool anime stuff. And, it would probably go, it would go after, like, all the, he's actually, I would say the benefit to his weakest form, as well as people not absolutely hating him, is that he's faster. Because in, normal form, the big boy form, he is slow. He is so slow. His attacks are fast, but he himself is so slow. But what would happen is, that was just me getting up, if that somehow picked up on the camera. Camera, yes, the thing that I am talking to right now is a camera. Anyway, he would pretty much ace the exam. He would save Uraraka, but for that, he would probably, since he can't really do anything else while he's skinny. Now my body just decides, yeah, let's give him as much gas as possible while he's recording a video. Great idea. Anyway, it would probably, like, hide inside a building or something like that, transform, and then stick his blade into the ground, and then the massive gravelord spell comes out and slices the 0-pointer in half. It would look sick, but, yeah. Yeah, it would also turn back, save Uraraka. She would not get a good glimpse at his face because he does not want to be seen. To be honest, I think he would probably, like, be wearing one of those, like, stretchy suit, those, not spandex, it's not bloody spandex, like, those material, stretchy, oh my goodness, same stuff that, like, leggings are made out of. It's just all over your body. People use it for costumes. Whatever it's called. He'll probably wear that because he really does not want to be seen, especially not in a hero school like UA, like that. It probably won't ace the exam, the test, the mind test mind-brain test. But it would get a pass, of course, because it's not dumb. It's not Dougie. Anyway, yeah, first day you were pretty okay, nothing too wild. People would just stare at him, not really approach him at all. Aizawa would be obviously like, why aren't you wearing I mean, why aren't you wearing school uniform? And he's like, I got a request that I didn't have to. And he's like, okay, because Aizawa doesn't really care. Well, he does care, but he doesn't really care. He's not like one of those teachers who wants to follow every single rule, because he breaks the rules himself. Yay! Those teachers are actually quite fun. Anyway, oh my goodness. I can't seem to go on to a single point. But the physical test, I would say he probably got highest for hero points and destroying a lot of robots in his way, because he can. On his slim form, he's very light on his feet. He's very fast. Not as fast as like Ida or someone who is not as fast as Ida or Bakugo or Sarah when they're all using their respective abilities, but he's still fast. He's definitely faster than a normal person. There's no doubt about that. Alright. He's probably around. He did better than Bakugo and Todoroki in some things, but then he, like, in the side to side, he probably got second. Long jump, again, probably got second, because like every person in 1A has something that makes them better than Deku. Like Mineta, side to side jumps, Fruppy, long jumps, Ida, running, throwing the ball, Bakugo. Well, he could. He isn't a wimp. He can actually, yeah. Nito's pretty. Now that I think about it, Nito's pretty. Now that I think about it, Nito's pretty strong. Like, his grab attack, which is like super rare, but it still exists, so I'm still gonna take it into account. It's like he grabs you and then he chucks you like halfway across the room, and that is a heavy. Like it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing, the grab attack still launches you the same amount. So that means Havel's armor, which is basically like wearing a mountain or not a mountain, like wearing a boulder on you. You can just yeet that normally, like yeet it, like 10 feet. So the ball, it won't get back. It would get second place again because it won't get back and like I don't know, because when he gets second place or third place. Well, I'm gonna say it would get second place because no, third, and push-ups and things like that. Yeah, is irrelevant. His hero costume is just what he wears normally because he doesn't want to be seen. Or maybe his cloak has like a skull pattern on it, something like that. But no, like no thanks. I don't want to be recognized really that much. I want to look like Batman. Sorry. Yeah, you'll probably go up against Bakugo and Ida again in the for some reason in my head, I'm like, I've already said that the hero the hero thing happened. I haven't said that out loud. So yeah, now hero thing. Oh my, blah blah blah. You know the gist. If you've seen like any other What If on YouTube, I don't really need to like spell it out for you. And also, I'm not very good at like voice acting, especially not like big booming characters. Like that, like All Might. But what's yeah, Bakugo and Ida. He would be paired up with Uraraka again, but this time, would he go all out? Yeah, I would say. What? How is gravelord powers actually work? The whole thing is named after resurrecting the dead. I'm just gonna say it doesn't have to be no dead around, or he hasn't killed anyone, because he would be thrown in prison for that. Yay! So he basically just he goes big four. No, he just goes down the aisle, like an alleyway or something like that. Goes beefy, well, big, and then just opens his chest, and just starts ripping out skeletons from him or something like that. It's funny in my opinion. Okay, but he doesn't do that. He probably just like kneels on the ground and blah blah blah, fives, something like that. Anyway, what I would probably say to them is to restrain, not hurt anybody. So because Dark Souls skeletons are very murderous, especially those pinwheel ones. I absolutely hate those. Anyway, wow. So, yeah, he would be going up steps, and Bakugo would be absolutely furious and shouting for him because, oh, how did you make it into 1A and things like that, and you're not as good as me, and basically stuff that pent up aggression, basically. It's the oldest trick in the book. Even though I don't know. Yeah, he basically just gets really mad at Deku because he does nothing else. That is literally the only thing he does. He's mad. He's just mad. I don't get how people like him. He's just mad all the time. But people who are angry all the time, I don't get it. Yeah, Deku versus Bakugo, even in weak form Deku, it would probably still, because I would say he gets to control like the level of toxin and like things like that, or the potency of it, like it's knockout toxin or something like that. I don't know. I just think Deku could do something like that because, master of diseases and death and stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, but and so every time Deku makes a shallow cut on Bakugo, he is one step closer to being knocked the flip out. Oh my goodness, my my Yorkshireness was gonna step in there and be like, alright mate, shut the up. Can I swear? YouTube? Anybody at YouTube's listening? Can I swear? It's like first video. It's not monetized anyways. Yeah. Anyway, oh my goodness. He would be fighting with Bakugo, clashing, until Bakugo opened his. Well, he would, do that pose and that monologue forever about the sweat in his gauntlets. And by the time it took Bakugo to take that long, the skeletons that Deku summoned, because I would guess it probably has like a psychic link with them or something like that, because he created them, would jump behind Bakugo and absolutely just like restrain him. It's looks like, okay, stay there. And like, even if Bakugo does like rip off maybe he won't rip off a limb, but he couldn't. He probably would, because he probably knows that they're not something like that, because they're billies. Anyway, skeleton, he'll. But even then, the skeletons will just like immediately regenerate and hold him still. Hold him still. Um, and then Deku would probably go up to Ida, which would be a little trickier for him. But also, Uraraka would be up there because, he's the same tactic. Oh, sorry, I put my thumb in front of the microphone. He's the same tactic brain from original, so he would probably instruct Uraraka to go up to top floor and find Ida and stuff like that. But Deku would be up there, and just as about Uraraka's defeat, getting the bomb, he would jump in at the last second and take it. Nah, probably just a few minutes before that, like before the whole like bat thing with that pillar that was really weird. Wow, this has been going on for 26 minutes. Oh, I can't remember what was it. Oh, it was the USJ. The USJ is the next one. That's fun. He gets to kill someone. No, he doesn't actually. This is a joke. Sorry if that was really bad. I cannot. Well, I do not have the comprehensive editing skills to take that out. So you kind of stuck with it. Oh my goodness, why do I keep on doing it? Soz. USJ happens, basically. It just happens. Actually. The way the whole corridor distress thing would go down. I just dropped my phone, that's why. The whole corridor, media breaking in, but Shigaraki actually did it. Whoa, super scary. Whoa. Anyway, and also the USJ files, actually. I think Deku would just be sitting there, like, not caring at all. He'd just be sitting there, like, okay. Why is everybody in a rush? We have some of the strongest people in the school right here, right? I don't get it. I actually bet, like, anyone, like, past 1A, like, any, like, 2B, 2A, 3B, 3A, anyone in those 4 classes could probably stomp Shigaraki into the dirt. Maybe even some people from... Okay. Sorry about that. My ma was calling. Anyway. Oh, wait. What's the number on screen? Shh. Anyway. This, so yeah, the whole USJ thing, yeah, it would just be sitting there, like, what's the point in running? Like, wherever the teachers are here, like, the teachers are All Might and Razorhead and things like that. It's alright. But some of you could take down villains, some A-rank villains. Anyway, this is Deku's voice, by the way, because Skeleton, I guess. Skeleton. That's the best way to describe it. Just skeleton. Anyway, yeah. So what happens? USJ. Kirishima, makes his own remark. Did he actually say that? Whoa, those are this place even has three fake villains. Did he actually say that, or is that just something everyone puts in it? It's not the Mandela effect. Is it the Mandela effect? That's what it's called. I don't know, and I don't really care. Okay. Oh, I just put my microphone on my bed. Anyway, well, not the phone microphone on the bottom of the bed. Anyway, so what would next happen is, since nobody could be teleported and things like that. What nobody could get out and nobody could communicate. What Kurogiri would probably do his normal shtick, but in Deku, because he just, I don't know. He would probably as soon as he saw heard Aizawa say not fake villains. I don't know what you're talking about. I think he would immediately go bulky form and then absolutely kick the teeth out of him. Well, before Kurogiri could get there. Which, to be honest, Aizawa is like, no, stop. And Deku's like, I don't care. You can't handle them all on your own. So I'll join in. Yeah, basically, he's just going through slicing people up and, knocking them out because knockout poison is toxic, whatever. Toxin. I created something to make him not kill, okay? I don't care what you think. I don't care how plot divisive it is. It basically goes around knocking out all villains. So Shigaraki's sweating hard. He's like, oh, that face guy. It was more like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, does he make sense? Because that's Shigaraki's crusty ass voice. Anyway, oh wait, I've just reverted back to swearing. I'm like, oh, will YouTube allow me to swear? This guy. Yeah. Anyway, it would probably just stick him basically. Just kill him. One thing they don't know is that he's the master of the dead. I don't know why I don't know why I go posh sometimes. I do this posh accent for some reason. I don't know why. But he would probably, before this is all in his skinny form because he doesn't want people to actually know what he looks like. But while he's doing that, he summoned all his minions. I actually probably would summon a few big skeletons as well. But just knock them out, do not kill. So he probably just I guess he could customize your skeleton. Probably just give them big clubs or something like that while he creates them. But he doesn't carry. You know what I mean? They're raised from the dead with clubs in their hands because magic. That's how it works. Just magic. Sorry, looking out the window. Anyway, my goodness. Oh my goodness, 34 minutes. Oh my goodness. I should probably stop there. Wait, he summons the skeletons to fight against the villains.